Virgo, this isn't just another week. From May 23rd to 26th, the universe is resetting your entire spiritual path, and whether you're ready or not, it's happening. Emotional impact. Have you been feeling off lately? Drained for no reason? Like something big is shifting but you can't explain it? That's not a coincidence, that's a spiritual signal. This energy isn't just intense, it's transformative. And if you ignore it, you could miss the most important awakening of your life. Quick promise. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 3 karmic tests that Virgo must pass between May 23rd and 26. I'll show you the signs to look for, the traps to avoid, and what happens if you fail or if you rise. Call to watch till the end. Because here's the truth. If you miss even one of these dates, you risk falling back into a karmic loop that could delay your soul's purpose until 2033. This is your moment, Virgo. Your final spiritual reset is here, and it starts now. Virgo. The dates May 23rd to May 26th aren't just numbers on a calendar. They mark one of the most spiritually intense alignments you've faced in years. A 4-day cosmic reckoning that will shake your soul, test your growth, and offer you a rare opportunity to rewrite your destiny. Let's break it down. Overview of the energy. From May 23rd to 26, a powerful energetic doorway opens. It's not random, it's astrologically and spiritually calculated. Mercury, your ruling planet, is entering a direct alignment with Saturn, the planet of karma and life lessons, while also forming a subtle yet piercing connection with the moon. This isn't just a planetary shift, it's a spiritual pressure cooker. You'll feel it as anxiety, restlessness, a deep sense that something in your life can no longer continue the way it has. This 4-day window is what spiritual teachers call a karmic reset portal. And Virgo, you're standing right at its center. Why Virgo is affected. As a Virgo, you're ruled by Mercury, the planet of thought, clarity, and truth. Mercury doesn't just influence your communication, it governs how you process reality. So when Mercury collides with Saturn's lessons and the moon's emotional tides, your inner world becomes a battlefield of logic versus feeling, truth versus illusion. The universe chose Virgo for this test because you've been preparing for it for years. Your soul has reached a threshold. You can no longer pretend. You can no longer delay. The karmic mirror is up, and what you see in it will determine your next chapter. What this means for you. Over these 4 days, expect everything you've buried. Old fears, painful patterns, past regrets, to rise to the surface. You might find yourself facing unexplained emotions from your past, sudden breakdowns in relationships or communication, old wounds resurfacing in strange ways, an intense urge to isolate or to break free. This isn't a breakdown, this is a breakthrough in disguise. The universe is pulling you out of autopilot and forcing you to look in the mirror. Clearly, honestly, spiritually. Spiritual message for you. Now, listen closely, Virgo. The universe is not punishing you, it's preparing you. Everything that's falling apart is making space for what's aligned. Everything that hurts is pointing you toward healing. This is your cosmic reboot, a rare chance to press reset on the karmic baggage you've been carrying, sometimes not just for years, but for lifetimes. You are not broken, you are being rebuilt by divine design. This isn't about fixing your life. It's about rising into the version of you that was always waiting to emerge. So as this energy builds, don't run from it, lean into it. Because from May 23rd to 26th, Virgo, the universe is watching, and your response will echo into your future. Name of the test of silence. Can you stay still when chaos surrounds you? Virgo. May 23rd to 24 will not be calm. It will feel loud, even if no one says a word. This is your first karmic test, the test of silence. And it might be the most difficult one because it goes against everything your Virgo mind wants to do. You're wired to fix things, to analyse, to understand, to solve the emotional puzzles people throw at you. But during this window, the universe isn't asking you to solve, it's asking you to be still. Description of the test. Between May 23rd and 24th, you'll likely experience miscommunication, emotional tension, or even full-on betrayal. It could be something subtle, like someone not responding to your message, or it could be intense, like a confrontation, a cold shoulder, or a sudden fallout. Your first reaction will be to overthink, to chase answers, to fix it. But here's the test. Don't react, don't explain, don't overgive. Your power will be in your silence. What to look for? These are some of the signs this test has arrived. Someone suddenly goes quiet on you, ghosting, cancelling, ignoring. You hear something that wasn't meant for you to hear. Gossip, betrayal, hidden truth. An ex or past friend reappears not to reconnect, but to trigger a reaction. In all of these moments, your ego will want to speak, but your higher self will whisper, don't. Because silence is no longer weakness, it's your spiritual shield. The spiritual lesson. This test is not about punishing you, it's about evolving you. The old Virgo would have chased closure, replayed the scenario 100 times in your head, maybe even blamed yourself. But the new Virgo, the one the universe is building during this reset, knows that not everything deserves your energy. Not every conversation needs a reply. Not every insult needs a defense. Silence is your boundary. Silence is your clarity. Silence is your power. The universe is watching to see, will you give your peace away to someone else's chaos? Or will you hold your light steady and walk away from the noise? Affirmation to speak or write. I choose peace over panic. I am guided, not triggered. Say it aloud. Write it in the comments. Feel the truth of it anchor in your chest. Because Virgo, if you pass this test, you don't just protect your peace. You prove to the universe that you're finally ready to step into your highest timeline. Name of the test of forgiveness. Will you release what wounded you? Or repeat it, Virgo. The past doesn't always knock to make peace. Sometimes it returns just to see if it still controls you. And on May 24th and 25th, someone or something from your past will do exactly that. This is the second karmic test, and it's deeper, more emotional, more spiritual. It's not about closure, it's about freedom. Description of the test. Between these 2 days, don't be surprised if a person reappears. It might be a text from an ex, a phone call from a family member who hurt you, or a memory, a song, a photo that sends you spiraling back into old pain. But here's the truth, this isn't about them, it's about you. This moment is divinely designed to show you where you're still bleeding, not to reopen the wound, but to finally, completely heal it. How it feels. You may feel flooded with emotion, anger you thought you buried, guilt you haven't spoken aloud, or a desire to get even, to prove your worth, your power, your pain. But that's the karmic loop trying to pull you back, and you have a choice: repeat the reaction or rise through forgiveness. What to do? Let's be clear. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. It does not mean trusting again. And it does not mean pretending it didn't hurt. Forgiveness is you saying, I will not let this poison my soul anymore. You forgive not because they deserve peace, but because you do. Forgiveness is the only key that unlocks the door to your karmic freedom. It's the invisible act that says to the universe, I'm done living in the past. I choose the timeline where I'm free. Spiritual reminder. Forgiveness isn't weakness, it's the most powerful act of self-love a soul can offer itself. And during this 4-day spiritual reset, it is your karmic reset code. Pass this test and the chains drop. The bitterness lifts. The timeline clears. Affirmation to speak or write. I forgive to free myself. I choose liberation over resentment. Say it, even if you don't fully feel it yet, because the soul hears what the heart whispers, and sometimes the whisper is all it takes to begin healing. Virgo, you have nothing to prove to the past, only something to protect: your future. Name of the test of trust. Will you walk by faith or fall into fear? Virgo. May 26th is not just another day, it's your moment of choice. Your soul will be asked a final question. Do you trust the unknown, or do you cling to the familiar pain? This is the third and final karmic test, the test of trust, and it will challenge everything you've built or everything you've feared. Description of the test. On May 26th, the universe will place a decision in front of you. It might show up as a new opportunity that feels too risky, a chance to move forward in love, business, or purpose, or an invitation to let go of something that no longer fits. Whatever it is, it will feel big, heavy, loaded with unknowns, and your mind will immediately go into overdrive. What if this is a mistake? What if I fail? What if I get hurt again? But deep beneath all the mental noise, there will be a calm whisper from your soul saying, "It's time. Leap." The karmic trap. Here's where the trap lies. Fear will show up dressed as logic. It will say, "Play it safe, wait a little longer, don't trust it yet." But this fear is not your protection, it's your delay mechanism. It wants to keep you looping in the same patterns because it's familiar. And the karmic test is this: will you stay where it's safe but stuck, or will you trust the invisible path that leads to freedom? How to know it's right. You'll know it's the right path not because it makes sense, but because your intuition feels calm even if your mind is racing. That calm feeling, that's alignment, that's divine timing, that's your soul saying, "Walk." Even if the road isn't fully visible yet. The karmic reward. If you pass this test, Virgo, if you choose faith over fear, you will activate a brand new timeline. One where abundance flows effortlessly, clarity replaces confusion, and your purpose becomes unshakably clear. This is not the universe tempting you. It's inviting you to trust, to leap, to rise. Affirmation to speak or write. I trust the unknown. My next chapter is divine. Say it out loud, write it down, breathe it in like sacred oxygen, because Virgo, May 26th isn't just a date, it's a doorway. And whether you walk through it or stay behind will shape your soul's journey for the next 8 years. The universe has done its part. Now it's your turn. Virgo. Now that you know the 3 tests, it's time to prepare your spirit for them. Because passing these tests isn't just about what you know, it's about what you do with that knowledge. These next 4 nights, from May 23rd to May 26th, are sacred. They are your personal ceremony, your chance to spiritually align and protect your energy while the universe resets your karmic path. Spiritual ritual for each night. Here's what to do each evening. Light a white candle. This represents divine clarity and protection. As it burns, imagine all chaotic energy leaving your space. Speak all 3 affirmations aloud from the tests of silence, forgiveness, and trust. Let your voice become your vibration. Let your soul hear your truth. I choose peace over panic. I am guided, not triggered. I forgive to free myself. I choose liberation over resentment. I trust the unknown. My next chapter is divine. Write down one thing you're releasing. It could be a fear, a memory, a name, or a repeating pattern. Burn the paper safely as a symbol of energetic detachment. Meditate in complete silence for 11 minutes. Sit with your breath. Let everything fall away. Let your mind dissolve and your soul rise. Visualize a doorway of golden light opening. See yourself walking through it. On the other side is your healed self, your next timeline, your divine path. This simple yet powerful nightly ritual will raise your frequency and anchor your spirit in divine alignment. Protective mantras. Each morning and night during this cycle, repeat these mantras aloud or silently. I am safe, I am aligned, I am reborn. Karma clears, destiny awakens. These are not just words, they are energetic codes that shield your aura and guide your soul through transformation. Crystals and tools to support you. Keep these 3 crystals near your bed or in your ritual space. Amethyst, for spiritual clarity and intuition. Obsidian, for deep protection and grounding. Blue kyanite. To align your throat chakra and higher truth, you don't need to be an expert in crystals. Just holding them with intention activates their power. Journal. Every night after your ritual, write down what came up for you. Even 1 sentence is enough. What emotions did you feel? What thoughts surprised you? What did the silence show you? This is your soul speaking. And the more you listen, the more you'll be able to pass the final test with strength and grace. Virgo. Your spiritual armor is built not in battle, but in ritual, reflection, and readiness. The tests are coming, but now you're prepared. Virgo, take a deep breath, because what you're feeling right now isn't just emotion, it's alignment. You've made it this far for a reason. Not everyone was called into this karmic window, but you were, because you weren't born for ordinary lessons. You were born for soul revolutions, emotional build-up. You've been through so much. People see your strength, but they don't know the storms you've survived, the quiet nights you spent breaking down, just to show up smiling the next day, the weight you carried without asking for help, the healing you did in silence because no one else understood your depth. But now, the universe does, and it's not just watching, it's responding. These 3 karmic tests of silence, forgiveness, and trust, they aren't punishments, they're not random. They're your invitation to evolve beyond everything that once held you back. These aren't blocks, they're your breakthroughs in disguise. This is the moment you've unknowingly prepared for over the past year. Every ending you survived, every emotion you overcame, every choice you made to heal instead of harm, it led here. Now, you rise. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to choose. Will you walk through the portal or stay behind in the patterns that already broke you? Will you repeat the cycle or rise into the new timeline waiting to receive you? The universe is holding its breath, Virgo, waiting for your answer. And if your heart is screaming yes, then say it out loud right now. Spiritual activation prompt, comment this below. I receive this reset. I pass my tests. I align with my new life. Type it, speak it, claim it. Let your words become the spell that opens your next chapter. Because Virgo, this is not just a spiritual reset, it's a rebirth. Your soul is shedding what no longer fits, so it can rise into what it was always meant to become. So go ahead, stand tall in your healing, stand proud in your progress, stand firm in your faith. You've cried, you've healed, you've waited, now you rise. Engagement prompts. Virgo, if this message spoke to your soul, don't let it end here. Tap subscribe right now and turn on the notification bell. Because more divine downloads, soul awakenings, and cosmic guidance are on the way. And trust me, you won't want to miss a single one, and don't keep this to yourself. Share this with another Virgo who's been feeling lost, overwhelmed, or stuck in old energy. You might just help them break free. You might be the reason they rise. Encourage them to comment, to write the affirmations, to claim their reset, because healing is powerful alone, but it's revolutionary when we rise together. Powerful closing line, Virgo. You weren't born to repeat the past. You were born to rewrite the future, to break the cycle, to rise as the healer, the alchemist, the master of your destiny. May 23rd to 26 is not just a moment. It's your final reset, your spiritual reckoning, your soul's crossroads. So the question is, will you answer the call or stay stuck in the storm? The choice is yours, and your new life is waiting on the other side.